Want get treat like movie star, sip champagne and eat caviar. When she a moving an expensive car, Benz, Lexus and Jaguar. Yeah man, this is Pump Stand straight out of Antigua. Bigging up Lady Leo. You hear?
Leo, you know, no, that spell Leo, Lady Leo, yeah. Oh.
Gold on it, children's cultural film club. The gold on it, children's cultural film club supports this show. Stay tuned to hear positive, motivating,
And now it's time for the Lady Leo with the Community Information Show. Hey, this is information for everyone.
I'm so here. I'm here. What's this whistling about? Come on. Yes, I'm so here. This is Lady Leo. Yes, this is Lady Leo with the Community Information Show. I'm not even going to tell you what I was doing. Okay? because you're too nosy. Anyway. Sorry, this is Lady Leo with the Community Information Show here on Bless Radio, www.blessradio.org. And for those of you who have just locked on for the first time, do stay tuned. There might be something here for you. The community info. Yes, first of all, let's go up top. Let's go to the top. We want to give thanks and praises to the Most High. We want to give thanks to the Omnipotent One, Yahweh, the one that we call the Creator. Thank you for life, health, strength, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, food, shelter, drink, everything that works. I want to say mighty thanks to you. Also, I want to thank you for giving us the engineers and the management of blessradio.org so that they can put all this wonderful equipment together, and you can communicate with me, and you can hear me speaking to you and giving you some community information news. I also want to big up the family and friends of blessradio.org. on blessradio.org, and I also want to thanks to you, the listeners who are listening. It might be a roller coaster show today because it's already started off away, but you know what, I want to give thanks to Raggedy. Raggady's still here in the studio beside me. I want to thank him for his 4 hours today. He managed to make his 4 hours of sweet reggae-matical music. You did, unless you told me that you were here when you wasn't here, because I got the text at 2 o'clock. So yes, 4 hours, yes. And I just hope you've really had a wonderful week. You know, sometimes things are put in our way to really destabilize us sometimes, but you know what, we're here. We're going to give you a good show. We've got lots of community information. My phone has been pinging all week with things that are going on. I've got leaflets to read out, and we've also got a guest that we're going to be speaking to shortly. So this is all here, all before the hours of 8 p.m. Where we finish the community information show. So let's just get right into some of this community information news so you can start, planning your weekend, planning your month ahead, because there is, like I said, so much to share on the community information show. Now, for those of you who looked on for the first time, whether you're in the north, south, east, west of the world, this show is all about sharing what is around. So if you have any community information news, and wherever you are, as long as you can hear me, that means that somebody else in your area can hear me. If you want them to know what's going on in your area, you can phone in live, not a problem, or you can text it in, and I'll share it with everybody for you. The studio number, for those of you who have something to share, I'll give that to you right this moment. It's 07944 431 366. I'm going to slow it right down, right? 07 944 431 366. They say it normally goes in the third time, so here 07 944 431 366. All right, so that's if you've got anything that you'd like to share. So let me just share what's coming in during the week and adding what was there last week. So let's see how we can get this all across to you before 8 o'clock. This one says, build your own education system, a meaningful dialogue, actionable solutions. Yeah, that's a meaningful dialogue, actionable solutions. This event is talking about the school exclusions to criminality pipeline. Okay, it's a follow-up meeting from the one that was held earlier on this month. On the 29th of March. So we're going to have quite a few speakers, but I'm just going to tell you when it is. It is today. It starts at 7 o'clock. From 7 o'clock to 9:30. So if this is something that's interesting for you, you better get your skates on. Let me tell you where it is. You're going to have Cheryl Phoenix, she's a campaigner and director of the Black Child Agenda. You're going to have Abdul Hakim Mohammed, that's the European regional representative of the Honourable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Also Kay Johnson, she's the founder and head teacher of Diamond Enterprise School. And also Brother Hakim, he's an educator, inclusions and youth engagement specialist and an activist. Now, this is going to be taking place, as I said to you, 7:30 today, okay, to 9:30. The doors open at 7 o'clock, so we haven't got long before the doors will open. This is going to be taking place at Hinton, Hinton, Hinton House, 1 to 5 Hinton Road, Brixton, London, SE 24 0HJ. All right. A contact number is 07904 761 328. That's 07904 761 328. Yes. The admission for this is free, so if you want to take part in this event, you can do so. It's happening today, in just in a couple of hours. Also on at the moment, and this goes on Friday evenings, this is going to be the Stratford Kids and Entrepreneurship Workshop. That's a Stratford Kids Entrepreneurship Workshop, and this is put on by Ultra Education. So just to give you some more information, it says we teach children and teens how to turn their passion into business and make money from it. The dates for this is the 26th of April to the 31st of May, and it's from 5 to 6:30 p.m. The location is Loughborough University, London, 3 Lesney, Lesney, Lesney Avenue, Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park, London, E14 2GZ. Now it says our programs consistently develop the understanding of business and entrepreneurship, confidence, communication skills. It also builds resilience, interpersonal skills, self-esteem, financial literacy, leadership, teamwork, and build belief in self. Now, with all those qualities, you know, if your children can grasp and gain and understand and utilize and use all those qualities, you know, don't you think we'll have a better future? You know, we as when we're elders, we won't have no problems about what decisions they're going to make for us when we're retired and, you know, can't do much for ourselves, because they'll have the skills and they'll know what they're doing. So we need to make sure that our young people are doing something constructive, even if it's only for our own selfish gain, so that when we are old, we know that somebody competent is looking out for us. Yeah. So that if you want more information about Ultra Education, you can contact them via their website on www.ultraeducation, or you can give them a call on 0800 211 8133. That's 0800 211 8133. All right. Here's another one. This is the 27th. This is tomorrow. It says the Earth Centre UK presents Ancestors and Human Destiny Lecture. That's tomorrow, the 27th of April, from 6 to 8 p.m. The entrance for this is £7. The tickets you can get at justtickets.com/events/ancestors and human destiny. Yeah, and this is going to take place at the Hub and Culture, 27 Peckham High Street, London, SE 15 5EB. Telephone number for more information is 0207 175 4144. That's 0207 175 7144. All right. Somebody's put something up about the Windrush compensation scheme and giving you something to think about. It says the Windrush compensation scheme is supposed to compensate every Commonwealth citizen who has lived in the UK since 1988, but were wrongly targeted by immigration enforcement. Some Home Office officials have claimed at least 15,000 may have the right to a compensation for being wrongly detained, deported, forced out of their jobs, homes, or losing access to benefits and health services. £200 million will not compensate the many thousand Commonwealth citizens and their spouses and their children still living here in the UK and overseas. And what they're saying is victims of the Windrush scandal still homeless today, and many have died. Yeah, so there's a petition going around to increase the 200 million to £2 billion, so that everybody can be compensated with enough money to, cover some of their losses. So you can go on the website and go on the internet and type in compensation. This one's under www.change.org, and it's the House of Commons Increase the Windrush Compensation Scheme. So you're looking for Increase the Windrush Compensation Scheme, okay? And we're asking that it's raised from 200 million to £2 billion. Okay, this is I don't normally read out dances and things like that, but this one's an extra special one. The reason being is that the Al-Kabalan School of Excellence is doing a fundraiser, and they've put on a dance as one of the ways to raise some money for their Saturday school. For their school. So this is called Classiques. It's tomorrow, and it's going to be taking place at. Hold on. Right. Sorry about that. It's going to be taking place at Uptown Cuisine Restaurant, which is 20 West Green Road, London, N17 5NN. All right. The nearest tube is Seven Sisters. They're going to be playing some old back in time music, such as 70s, 80s and 90s music. And this starts at 10 p.m. and it goes on till whenever. Yeah. So the reason why I'm reading this out for those of you who have just locked on now, it's because it's a fundraising dance for the Saturday school. Yeah. The Al-Kabalan School of Excellence. So if you cannot attend for whatever reason, you can also give a donation, and I'm going to give you a telephone number that you can contact them if you want to give a donation. The tickets for this event is £15, and their telephone number is 07908 814 152. That's 07908 814152. Okay, it says that the tickets are limited and you have to pay more at the door. So it's tomorrow, so try and get your tickets today. You can also get your tickets from www.shoobs.com. That's spelled SHOOBS. All right. Also, there's going to be raffles and prizes and giveaways all down there tomorrow evening. So, once again, it is for the Saturday school run by the Al Kabelan School of Excellence. For those of you who just locked on, this is the Community Information Show. Your host today, or for this show, is Lady Leo. And the purpose of this show is just to share community information from one to all. If you have anything that you would like to share, although the list for today is quite long, but you might have something burning that you might want to let people know about. So you can always get it in via 07944 431 366. We do have a guest on today, coming in today, contacting us today by phone. So we're going to be listening out for that roughly around 7 p.m. If you want to learn more about wills, having a trust fund for your family and things like that, this would be a good show for you to listen to, because that's what our guest is going to be speaking about. All right. So it's good to have that in your family lineage. So yes. Anyway, let's go over to this one and enjoy.
Been up, been down, been in, been out. I thought I knew all about love, all about life. Then I realized life never promised you no bag of roses. Love never promised you no bangs and roses. The more you live, the more you learn not to leave yourself open. Try not to call till it's your turn. When you think that you're certain, you hold on. Don't let another man push you off your stance. Just hold on. Never that front if you know you can't dance. Just hold on. Stand up firm and never get weak. Just hold on. Oh gosh.
Does your signature describe who you are? I mean, could I tell from a glance your occupation? A writer, a nurse, a pop star? Curvaceous loops bursting at the seams, seagulls spreading their wings on the page, free flowing letters, flowing like lava. What lies beneath the text? Passion embroidered into paper, anticipation for the sequel. You decide what comes next. Are they young or are they old? Insecure, laid back, italic or bold? Each dotting of the I, each crossing of the T gives away a small clue about you and me.
Been up, been down, been in, been out. I thought I knew all about love, all about life. Then I realized life never promised you no bag of roses. Love never promised you no bangs and roses. The more you live, the more you learn not to leave yourself open. Try not to call till it's your turn. When you think that you're certain, you hold on. Don't let another man push you off your stance. Just
Yes. Don't ask me. Don't ask me what's going on today, because I don't know. Anyway, this is the community information show with Lady Leo. I did say at the beginning of the show that so much might happen today, and you know what? Maybe I spoke into being, because that's how I've been feeling all week. And you know what? I might as well take this time right at this moment to say a warm thank you to everybody out in there in the community who understood the stresses I was going through yesterday, and who sent up your words of well wishes to the ancestors, to the Creator, to just out there into the universe, because yesterday was very, very stressful. So stressful that I don't know, and the lead up to yesterday as well. But and I will be discussing that later on next month. When we talk about liberation, May is about liberation, and I will be talking about some of the challenges that I've been going through, because I tell you what, it's to do with childcare. That's number one. I'll let you know about that, and it's a very, very important subject that can actually alter your life. It can alter your whole way of being. And it's a subject that we don't really talk about much as we're going through it. So, I'm a bit still all over the place. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm pressing all these wrong buttons. So don't worry. This is a community information show. And you know what? It's not even so much about the tunes. It's mainly about the community information. You're here on blessradio.org, and you're here with Lady Leo. And so let's just get on with a taste of Sierra Leone Day Party. Yeah, this one came in, and it's new. We don't normally have many community news coming on in about Sierra Leone, but that's one of the many countries in Africa. And it's got here that there's going to be a taste of Sierra Leone Day Party, food, barbecue, music by Selenkis, and it's going to have lots of giveaways and accolades. This is Sunday, the 28th of April, from 2 to 7 p.m. It says tickets are from £15, restricted from 8, so I don't know why 18s. The venue for this is the Well, High Road, it says 5 High Town Road, Luton, LU 20DD. Okay, for more information, I want to big up all the Sierra Leoneans in and about the capital, and who may be locked on at this moment. It's got here, ticket info is 07394 420 20. Okay, so that's 07394 452 020. All right, so that's for the people of Sierra Leone, a party for you. And also if you want to just get into some different cuisines, you can take part in a taste of Sierra Leone Day Party, and that's from 2 to 7 p.m. We've also got here, you are invited to join the campaign for the reparative justice. Okay, this year's theme is Stop Terminating Our People, Redressing Youth menticide. Yeah. So there's a volunteers meeting on Sunday the 28th of April 2019 from 6 to 8 p.m. and this is going to be held at the Rutland Walk Sports Centre, and that's Rutland Walk, London, SE6 4LG. Buses for this one is 181 and also the 202. The nearest train is Catford Station. So on the agenda, they're going to be talking about Stop the Magnum Easy campaign updates, so they'll let you know how far it's getting on. The 2019 protest march format, volunteers registration, and also there'll be light refreshments and donations are welcome. So once again, this is to do with the reparations march. So there's a meeting tomorrow. It's a volunteers meeting. So if you want to become a volunteer for the reparations march, so you can come down on Sunday, the 28th of April 2019, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Short and sweet, 2 hours, at the Rutland Walk Sports and Social Club, Rutland Walk, London, SE6 4LG. I was talking to you last week about Made in Africa, the Made in Africa project, and they're having an event on the 1st of May. If you want to know more about what they do, you can contact them via their website, which is www.madeinafricaproject.com. They've got here Shop Africa, Visit Africa, Invest in Africa, and Relocate to Africa. Go on their website and get some wonderful, valuable information. They're going to have a reparative live conference, as I said before, Wednesday the 1st of May, which is next week Wednesday, from 9 p.m. GMT to 5 p.m. That I don't understand that, but that's what it says there. Go on their website, see if you can get some more information. I went on their website to see if I can find more information about that. That's why I got a little bit, but not enough in relation to the actual conference itself. Yeah, but you never know, you might find more. And if that's something that's up your street, whether you want to shop in Africa, visit Africa, invest in Africa, or relocate to Africa, very good website. They had some they had some videos on there about people who maybe, you know, came over. They have like get together meals, you know, for those who are new, for those who have been there for some time. And it's just a nice way of, you know, being welcomed into the new environment in whatever country that you're going into. So do contact them, because they may be able to tell you where there are people who are settling, who are newly coming into the country from different places in your area that you're going to go to live in, if that makes any sense. Yeah. So in other words, what I'm saying, if you're thinking of going over to live in a certain region of whatever country it is, they may have people who can welcome you. All right. Black History Studies, yes, they present the 16th Black Market and Film Festival. Yes, that's the Black Market and Film Festival. This is on Saturday the 4th of May 2019, from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the West Green Learning Centre, Parkview Academy, West Green Road, London, N15 3QR. So I want to take this time to big up all those who are connected with Black History Studies, and whether you're one of the organisers, whether you're one of the volunteers, or just somebody who goes to them regularly. They have over 40 black businesses showcasing African art and crafts, African inspired homeware, jewellery, fashion, skincare, hair care, health products, food, books, DVDs, toys, professional services, and more. In terms of the film screenings, they're going to be having the UK premiere of the biography of Haiti by Michael J. Christopher. They're also going to have the screening of Wax Print, that's One Fabric, Four Continents, 200 Years of History by Awan Obinyan. Also, they're going to be screening the Victor Daniels project, that's by comedian Victor Daniels, and The African Who Wanted to Fly by Samantha Biffot. It's got here Jumpstart Your Financial Future. The award-winning financial educator Daryl Harper will be presenting that. And they're going to have other presentations, The Power of Dreaming Big and Manifesting in Abundance Using Vision Boards. And that's by Tendai Chigweda. That's DJ, teacher, transformation coach, and social media trainer. Also, CSI London Children's Workshop, Learn the Skills of a Crime Investigator by Rihole Bitata of STEM Power. There's lots of networking opportunities down there, and competitions. Hot food and refreshments is also there. Also there. And there's so much more. The tickets for all of that is £8 if purchased by midnight, Friday the 3rd of May. There will be more at the door. Children under 16s and elders over 60, you are free. There's free car parking at the venue all day, and it's also wheelchair accessible. And this event, this is the most important bit that I like, is family friendly. Yeah. So if you want to know more information about that, you can just contact Black History Studies, or you can contact them via the website, which is www.blackmarketfilmfestival16 eventbrite.co.uk. All right. So that's Black History Studies, educating the community to educate themselves. Their telephone number is 07957 184 770. That's 07957 184 770. Their website is www.blackhistorystudies.com. Another one here, also on the 4th, I told you there's quite a lot of information today. This week is just so much information was flooding through. So this is another one here. It says, and this is another one. It says, Nubian tribalizers in association with Handyman Discount Store, they proudly present the importance of leaving a will and creating a trust fund. What are the major tax advantages? Tax avoidance benefits of creating a trust. Why is it important for you and your family to have a legal testament of your last wishes? Stanley Taylor, the owner and manager director of Affinity Legacy Planning, will be able to tell you all about that in his presentation on the 4th of May at St Anne's Library, Sisbury Road, Tottenham, London, N15 5PU. The time for this is 6 to 8 p.m. The actual presentation starts at 6:30 sharp. Sometimes when you go to presentations like this, it's good to always walk with pen and paper so you can jot down some notes that you can refer to later. Telephone number 07902 088 714. That's 07932 088 714. All right. This is the Community Information Show. This is blessradio.org that you're in tune to. And your host today is Lady Leo. And that's what we do on the Community Information Show. We just share community information. Another one here for the 4th of May. It's got here the TWI Network Europe. They have a 4-week seminar of classes starting Saturday the 4th of May from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and it's called MENAB. Yeah, that's Kemetic Behavior Transcendence Meditation. Yeah, the tickets for this is £10 per class. And just to give you some more information about what it's about, it's got here, MENAB is a Kemetic ancient Egyptian meditation system that activates and optimizes the frontal cortex of the brain. MENAB, spelled M-E-N, then A-B. So MENAB will greatly enhance your self-discipline and entrepreneurial focus for worldly success, while improving performance in your creative endeavors and spiritual quest in life. All right. Now, this is going to take place at Hazel Road Community Centre. That's on Hazel Road, Kensal Green, London, NW10 5PP. Telephone number for more information. You can get more information via 07855 941 591. That's 07855 941 591. And that's for the MENAB classes, MEN space AB. It starts the 4th of May 2019 from 5 to 7 p.m. Another one here, also for the 4th of May. Wow, this one said 4th. We've got a couple more for the 4th of May, but this one is Youth Learning Network. They present Youth Heritage Project Trip to Ghana. It's a fundraising event on the 4th of May from 12:30 to 8 p.m. This is going to take place at the Goose Green Community Centre, 62A, East Dulwich Road, London, SE 22 9AT. The entry for this is free, and the event includes, shall I say, entertainment, light music, traditional food and drink at moderate prices, raffle prizes to be won also. For more information, you can contact them at info@youthlearningnetwork.org. That's info@youthlearningnetwork.org. Telephone number 07821 623 009. That's 07821 623 009. Okay, we're 10 minutes away from the hours of 7 o'clock. That's 10 minutes away from our guest, who is going to be coming up very, very shortly, and I'll tell you who it is as soon as they're about. But here's another piece of information. It says, interested in being a pilot. Now, this one is aimed at young people. So if you have a young person who is aged between 14 and 18, and they have a valid passport, and they meet the height and weight requirements outlined in the job description, and they're able to travel to High Wycombe on one date between the 5th to the 9th or the 12th to the 16th of August, this might be a good venture for you. British Airways is delighted to launch Flying Experience Days as part of your flying future. 200 students will have the opportunity to test the skies with a trial flight in either a glider or light aircraft, as well as complete other activities focusing on becoming a pilot. Isn't that a wonderful opportunity? If you want to know more, go on to http://ba.uk/ATV8VL. I will say that again. http://ba.uk/ATV8VL. Or go onto the British Airways website, and then you can find out more about that. Yeah? So that's if you're available between the 5th and 9th or the 12th to the 16th of August, your child has a valid passport, is in between the age of 14 to 18, and they can travel to High Wycombe. Yes? Those are, and also meet the height requirements. I haven't got the height requirements here, but what I'll try and do is get them for next week. So don't wait for me. You go on the internet and you go into British Airways and you get what you need to get for your child. All right. So that's that. It says here, just write it. Okay, that's just write it. How to write your own book. This is a workshop. It says create your book structure, organize chapter headings, write your story. And this is on Thursday the 9th of May at 7 p.m. And this is at Orchard Gardens Community Centre, Columbine Way, SE 13 7LQ. So once again, it's at the Orchard Gardens Community Centre, Columbine Way, London, SE 137LQ. Telephone number for this is 07944 455 010. And this is going to be put on by Winsome Duncan, who's a book confidence coach. All right. So she'll be giving you some tips This is a free event. She'll be giving you tips and stuff on how to write your own book. You're going to be looking at creating your book structure, organizing your chapter headings, and also writing the actual story. Yes. Ubuntu, it's spelled UBUNTU. Ubuntu. It's a social living network in association with Money Mob, the Pi Project, and Oaks and Acorns in Harmony. They're all getting together. It's got here, helping your child to succeed. An urgent call out to the African and Caribbean community for a discussion about the state of the secondary education in Lewisham. That's the state of secondary school education in Lewisham. So if this is something that you are passionate about, or that you've had issues with, you may want to go and see how you can offer support or be part of the change. Yeah. If you were a Black African Caribbean boy with special needs and eligible for free school meals, you were 168 times more likely to be permanently excluded from the state-funded school. Yeah, that is a statistic. If you were a Black African Caribbean boy with special needs and eligible for free school meals, you were 168 times more likely to be permanently excluded from a state-funded school. Now I'm going to take out the word were and put are, yeah, because this is current. This isn't something in the past. This is actually what's going on at the moment. It says, Offices of the Children's Commissioner School Exclusion Inquiry 2012. So it must the number must have risen by now, yeah, because there is an attack on our young people in the British education system. So this meeting is going to be talking about school exclusions, attainment goals, parental advocacy, youth mental health, and that's on the rise in case you didn't realize, youth crime, homeschooling, parental engagement, and much more. This is going to take place on Tuesday, the 21st of May, 2019. Doors open from 7 p.m. and this event is going to start at 7:30 and finish at 10 o'clock. This is going to be held at St Andrew's Church, 285 Brockley Road, London, SE4 2SA. For more information, you can contact Jernay Mohammed on 077 916 80262. That's 077 916 80262. Or you can go on to info at ubuntusln.co.uk. Yeah, and that's talking about the state of the education system. And as you know, this is also supported by Black Father Support Group. And remember, there's also the Black Child Agenda. If you've got many issues in relation to child education, exclusions and things like that, if you're looking for a Saturday school, you can also contact the National Association of Black Supplementary Schools and go onto their website and get some more information. Oops.
There's a lot of war going on. What is wrong with the world today? Yeah. Around the world today, there's a lot of war going on. What is wrong with the world today? Yeah. There's a lack of love. Jamal Warrior King, you know, Rastafari. Mother, there's too many of you crying. Mother's crying, oh me, oh my. I say, brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying.
What's going on? What's really going on?
You know we gotta find a way to get some loving
Your love is pure and
here
true,
today.
so be strong.
Yeah. Let's bring back the love and harmony. Me for you and you for me. Let's bring back the love and harmony. We are obligated to the Almighty. Let's bring back the love and harmony. Me for you and you for me. Let's bring back the love and harmony. Regardless of race to your family. But it's love we need. It's love indeed. Why do we fight? We need not fight. Communication is the key. No picket lines or picket signs.
None of that. Let love prevail.
Murder me with brutality.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, come on, talk to
No
me
more terrorism, no.
so that we can see what's going on.
What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Rastafari. Well, I say war is not the only means to stop war, you know. All peace-loving people should cooperate in order to restore lawfulness and peace. Israelites, come on, they go. Something so. Universal tribulation is upon mankind, and now is the time to let the love light shine. Universal tribulation is upon
Greetings. I've just got to. Greetings. I'm just gonna stop here because we have our live caller ready and waiting for us. So I'm just gonna connect him up. And can you hear me? Yes, you're live to the world. What's your name and where you calling from?
Sandy Taylor, calling from the United Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the managing director and sole owner of a company called Affinity Legacy Planning.
Uh-huh. Sorry, go on. Hello?
Yes?
Can you hear me? Yeah, continue.
Yes, I can hear you.
The managing director of Affinity.
Affinity Legacy Planning, LLP, which is situated in the west of London.
Mm-hmm.
I've been advising our community for over 15 years
Mm-hmm.
in a legal capacity on lots of issues that affect them, but in particular, how to preserve their hard-earned legacy for their bloodline from generation to generation.
Right. So you've come in today because I know that you've got. I mean, you phoned up today because I know you've got an event coming up, haven't you? So
We have an event.
What before we go into that, what type of advice do you give people? I know.
Like I said, in detail, how to protect whatever they've worked so hard for in the way of assets. So when they pass away, instead of it going to the government or to the taxman or even to the local authority paying for care fees, it goes to their children.
Mm-hmm.
So we mitigate the likes of inheritance tax,
Yes.
mitigate care fees, and mitigate sideways disinheritance. So it's the descendants that receives the legacy rather than strangers.
That's right. Because a lot of people don't really do legacy planning, do they? From what is that what you find?
Unfortunately, that is the case. There's something which the rich and famous have always done for thousands of years.
Mhm.
Okay, but due to, I would say, ignorance and lack of knowledge, or not being able to afford the advice which is required to put these things in place, it's probably the reason why it's not been done as much as it should do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But my company offers their advice free of charge, and our time free of charge, so the community pays only for the actual products that they order,
Right.
whereas Middle England has to pay for my advice.
Okay. So you said products. What type of products do you have?
Well, we could start off with saying a will where
Mhm.
everyone should make a will, yeah?
Mhm.
Because if they don't make a will, their children or partner may not automatically inherit their due share because the court of protection is left to decide who gets what.
Mhm.
So making a will is the only way that you can ensure that your estate will be dealt with in accordance with your wish,
With your wishes.
which is a very important word because the will itself is an important legal expression of wishes.
Mhm.
So it needs to be backed up by putting the actual assets into a trust. So
Okay.
you could say, for instance, you've got a property and you've got two children, and you'd like the two children to share what you've got left equally.
Mhm.
But if that's been taken away by the HMRC, because 40% of your assets over a certain figure goes to them for inheritance tax, or when one of you may go into care, where care costs £2,000 per week per person, plus the cost of food, okay? Or for many other reasons, the legacy has been lost and gone sideways, then obviously there will be nothing left for the intended recipient to get,
Mhm.
irrespective of what the will may say.
That's right. And that's where you get lots of squabblings going on. So that's why we want to say make sure that people make a will and put it in a trust, isn't it?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Put it in a trust because otherwise there is no guarantee that the assets will be there.
Mhm. Okay, so wills is one of the products that you have. Any other products that you can share
Well,
with us?
let's move on to trust. Seeing as we mentioned trust,
Mm.
okay? There are many different types of trust, but one of the most effective one is called the protective property trust.
Okay.
And I will explain how that works. Most of the time, a couple owns their property jointly, okay?
Yes.
Now, what that means is that when one partner passes away, the other partner automatically owns the assets, okay?
Okay. Yes.
Now, they may have children, and then the partner who's passed away would obviously have intended for her share or his share to go to his children, yeah?
Mm.
But if the surviving partner then goes and remarry, then obviously that's legacy could go sideways. Instead of going to the children, you have a new person coming into a relationship who have probably got children of their own and no actual feelings or affinity with the children that were there before.
Mm.
So that's what we call sideways disinheritance. Okay.
And that can also happen in cases where a man and woman has got together in their later years. They've already got their own children, and
Right.
when one of them passes away, the other children might think, "Well, I want this and I want that," and yeah, I've heard cases of that already.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
the answer is that we would change the way the property is owned. Yeah.
Mhm.
So instead of it being owned jointly, we change it so it's owned tenants in common. In other words, each partner owns a half of the property legally,
Mm.
and that is registered at the land registry.
Okay. Yeah.
Allowing each partner to gift away exactly as how they would want to do. Yeah. And in which case, it wouldn't automatically go to either or either. It would go to their intended beneficiaries.
Ah,
So,
yes.
so because whether it's one who's got stepchildren or whatever it is, he's not obliged to leave anything for his wife directly. He could leave it for his wife so that she's having, what should I say, life interest in the property. She can live in the property as long as she wants to, but the legacy has got to go to the children that he intends to receive it eventually.
Okay.
Okay, so that bypasses what we call sideways disinheritance.
Okay.
Yeah?
And that's the protected property trust.
The protected property trust. The other thing that the protected property trust does is mitigate care fees. Okay, the local authority sells approximately 400,000 homes forcibly to pay for people's care. Okay, but if you've got a property that's been split into two halves effectively, and then you have one partner being a sitting tenant because the deceased partner has left that person with lifetime interest, and then the other half of the property is in trust for the children, yeah,
Mm.
then I'm sure you can see why the local authority wouldn't be able to use that property
Mm.
to pay for care. They wouldn't be able to sell it because, first of all, you've got two halves, half in trust and one half where the sitting partner is entitled to be there, yeah, and therefore it wouldn't be a property that they could sell.
Ah.
So that mitigates care fees.
Mhm.
Okay, so inheritance tax is another thing that would be mitigated because most people have an allowance of £325,000, what they call a nil rate band allowance, and what that means is that you're allowed to have up to £325,000 worth of assets before you pay the inheritance tax at 40%. Okay, when you have a residential property and you've got children and you're gifting to the children, you not only have your nil rate band, which is 325,000, but you have also an additional 175,000 per person if a trust is set up simply by the clauses that are in the trust, which triggers this additional nil rate band, or shall I say resident nil rate band. So if you have a couple with £500,000 each allowance, that's £1 million. So you would have to have assets worth more than £1 million before you have to start worrying about inheritance tax.
Okay. So you've been doing this job for you said roughly about 15 years, okay?
Over 15 years.
Over 15 years. So from what you've you've obviously seen lots of clients. Do you find that a lot of our people know this information, or would you say not even half of them know? From what you've gathered.
I would say not even half knows. Okay, because the fact of the matter is, 9 times out of 10, you have to pay for this sort of advice. Okay, and an independent financial advisor could charge a minimum of £1,500
just to tell you.
Sorry?
Just to tell you this.
Just to sit with you for an hour or two, yeah, to advise on how you should put your affairs in order, yeah.
Oh Lord.
And that's before you've done anything. Okay. So what I'm saying is, it's a very expensive thing to do. So if you were to take the Duke of Westminster, he passed away leaving £5 billion worth of assets and didn't have to pay a penny in tax, simply because advisors set up multiple trust funds in different family members' name. Yeah. Now that sort of advice with accountants, solicitors, independent financial advisors would have cost him a few £1,000s. Yeah. Quite a few £1,000s. But at the end of the day, 40% of 5 billion is a lot of money which he has saved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
But what I find also with the community, not all of them, but even when they know this, they're still very reluctant to do anything about it. Yeah. I mean, you've got people that are resistant to doing a will, which costs only £120, and then will go and get their hair done for £200 every fortnight.
Those men ain't got their finances right, have they?
Absolutely. But then you have to remember that we're talking about the same people, yeah, who have had a passport for over 50 years and have not even checked the expiry date.
Yes. Yeah. And it's sad that that's the state of our community, in maths. Yes, we've got.
Well, that's the reason why. That's the reason why I do what I can, and I've been doing it for many years. I go into churches. I've done in front of 900 people at Dementia UK. I've done a lot of this sort of thing, and I'm doing it all the time, basically, in people's homes, in the privacy of their own homes, and I'm consulting about what is relative to them.
Yeah.
So I don't go in and talk about everything because we have about 34 products altogether. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's only what's relevant. I mean, today I visited a client, two people actually, very nice couple, very, very nice couple. And although we have all these products, they did only about 4 because only those 4 were relative to their particular circumstances.
That's good. So you've got an event coming up. Do you want to tell us more about your event?
Yeah, we most certainly have. On Saturday, the 4th of May, at St Anne's Library, Sisbury Road, Tottenham, N15 5PU. It's between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. It will start 6:30 p.m. sharp. Buses 6 to 7, 259 and 279, and the tube Seven Sisters and Turnpike Lane. It's a free event, and for more information, people should call Gong on 07932 088 714 or call Kurt Allen 07961 347 419. That's on the 4th of May in Tottenham.
Are you going to be doing, I know this event is set, are you going to be doing a series of events or just this one, or how often do you do events?
This is the next event, yeah, but I will be doing several events in the future, because some people who have been doing events for a long time are very, very kindly spotted the good work that we're doing and wants to promote us.
Okay. And in terms of promoting you, you're helping the community by giving them information for free.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely, yes.
So each one teach one and each one help one.
That's right. But even without these events, I've been given free advice and given my time free for more than 15 years.
So what we're doing, we're asking people who are interested in making a will, interested in trust funds, and just anybody who just wants to get any more information about how you can plan your legacy to come down, aren't we? That's what we're doing.
They can come down and listen to me reiterating, going over these points, but also they can call our head office on 0208 226 2120, or they can email info@affinitylegacy.co.uk. We've also got a website, www.affinitylegacy.co.uk, and from the website they can request a callback or send an email, sort of explaining exactly what they require.
And just to be clear, everybody, the Affinity is spelt A-F... Go on.
A-F-F-I-N-I-T-Y.
Yeah.
A-F-F-I-N-I-T-Y. Legacy, L-E-G-A-C-Y.
Yes. Well, is there any more information that you'd like to share for now?
Well, there's so much to share. I'm sure the time isn't there, but I could talk about the lasting power of attorney. I could talk about several things, but I'm absolutely sure the time isn't there. You will have to guide me on that.
Yes, the time is definitely there.
If the time is there, let's talk about the lasting power of attorney, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, the lasting power of attorney is something which everyone should have over a certain age. I would say over the age of 21, for sure. Yeah?
If you're 21, you should have this, yeah?
Over the age of 21, for sure. Okay? Even slightly younger, but let's say 21. Now, the reason for the lasting power of attorney is because of something called data protection, or GDPR. Okay? Data protection says that no one is able to access your affairs if you can't access it for yourself. Okay? So should you lose mental capacity, and this shouldn't be confused with old age, because you can lose mental capacity simply by tripping and banging your head, okay? And that's it. These sort of things happens every single day, whether it's car accidents or people being run over on the pavement or being stabbed, yeah? The other day, just 2 weeks ago, a 57-year-old man was admitted into an NHS hospital with fractures after a fall and was starved for 19 days, yeah, as if his life was worthless. And despite assurances from the nurses, when his relatives raised their concerns about his progress, he died less than a month after being admitted to the hospital. So we're talking about a fit person, a very fit person, and all of a sudden he's fallen, yeah, and fractured himself, okay, skull included, and dies a month later despite going into an NHS hospital. And this happens all the time because in an NHS hospital, some people may not know this, but there's a legal program called Liverpool Pathway. Liverpool Pathway, which allows a nurse and a consultant to decide who lives or who dies after a certain age or a certain condition. Because the medication that they've got, it can be very expensive and they can't give it to everybody, okay? So they have to decide who to give it to and who not to give it to. So if you're sort of getting older, or if your condition doesn't appear to be progressing, even though they've made many miscalculations in the past, okay, they decide that you've only got 2 months to live or whatever it is. They don't even have to consult the relatives, and they decide to wean you off food and so on and so forth, and you pass away, and that's it.
So over the age of what did you say?
Over the for the lasting power of attorney.
No. The Liverpool Pathway.
The Liverpool Pathway is not about over the age. If you're even 57, like the person I just spoke about, yeah, and they believe that you're not going to get better, and they believe that they're wasting the medication on you, yeah, they can make a decision themselves. A consultant and a senior nurse can decide to wean you off the medication slowly, wean you off food, okay, and you know what happens next. Yeah. This can be checked simply by Googling Liverpool Pathway.
Okay. I definitely will be looking at that.
Okay, Liverpool Pathway. Okay. So what I'm saying about the lasting power of attorney is, if you take the lasting power of attorney out, the Office of Public Guardian are the people that receives an application where you're able to decide who you would like to step in your shoes and make decisions if you're not able to. Okay. So you could be using your children, you could be using your husband, or your husband using his wife, and then if something was to go wrong, that person is able to take the certificate and make decisions on behalf of their family. Okay. If you haven't got the lasting power of attorney, a husband cannot even go to the doctor, his wife's doctor, and have a discussion, because the doctor simply will not have a conversation with him, or her. They could not go to the bank and talk to the bank manager, because it simply wouldn't be entertained. I mean, can you imagine if every wife or every husband could go to the bank and just say, here is my marriage certificate, here is my passport, I'm married to that lady, I know she's got £100,000 in the bank, give it to me, please. Yeah, can you imagine what would happen? It'd be absolute mayhem all over the country. Yeah. So the circumstances what you find yourself in is as simple as this. Even if there's a gas account for the gas bill or electricity bill, and let's say that the bill is in the wife's name, and the husband looks at it and thinks this bill's a bit high, and decides to phone the gas company, the first question that he would be asked is, are you the account holder?
Yes.
Okay? And from the moment he's not able to say he is, because even if he was to lie, they're going to ask him, what's your mother's maiden name? What's a memorable name? What's the password? When's the cat going to die? When will it rain next? Okay? And obviously they're not going to speak to him. Okay? All because it's not in his name. And he cannot say it's my wife's account, because that is not going to wash.
You know what? It's even hard to get your own details sometimes. I remember the other day I mislaid my phone, and I phoned up my phone company to ask them if the phone has been used or anything like that. I went through all the security questions.
Tell me about it.
I went all everything. They asked me extra security questions. They said, you've passed verification, but we can't give you no details.
Oh, so can you imagine? I mean, I've even had experiences like that myself, where I've made phone calls. I'm only transferring a small amount of money from one account to another at the same bank that I've been for the last 20 years. Okay, and they're not able to do so. I have to go into the branch, and even when I went into the branch where people know me personally, I had to have my IDs.
But mine wasn't even about money. I just wanted to know where my phone was and if anybody used it. That's all I asked.
Right. So that makes the point. I'm glad you've had that. If only just make you see that I'm not just saying things.
Yes, okay? I know you're saying, yeah.
So it's absolutely impossible for anyone to access anyone else's affairs because of data protection, right? And then the only people that can actually access your affairs, if you haven't done anything about it, is the Court of Protection. Yeah. The Court of Protection then charges £175 for a single letter, £120 for an email, £55 for a phone call, plus 20% VAT. Okay, that comes to £500. And when you consider that there are two different types of lasting power of attorney, one is for property and financial affairs, and the other one is for health and welfare. Okay, so you're looking at £1,000 in one single day just to send one letter, make one phone call, and send one email. So imagine that you've lost mental capacity and it lasts for a period of 2 years before you get better. Some people don't get better, yeah? How much money do you think that would amount to? I mean, I make that over £700,000, yeah? So when you thought that you had some money in your estate, all of that would just be evaporated in no time, simply because you've lost mental capacity and you couldn't be bothered to take out the lasting power of attorney.
That costs £100 and something pound, you said?
The lasting power of attorney costs £440, including the VAT, okay? Because it has to be done very legally. Lots of people do the lasting power of attorney, which they believe they can do by themselves, and they do silly things. I'll give you one example. A lady did it herself. She had 4 daughters, and she did it jointly and severally, okay? So the 4 daughters were supposed to be acting jointly and severally. So one daughter went off, emptied the bank account, and sold the property and disappeared, right? So they were trying to contact the Office of Public Guardian to complain, but of course the daughter hadn't done anything wrong, because jointly and severally means that any one of the 4 could have done exactly the same thing. Now that's just a simple explanation, sort of example of what people don't understand, but think that they understand. That has a big ripple.
Well, what she should have done is done it so that they had to get each other's signature before they could do anything. Yeah,
really had to do jointly. At least 4 of them acting together jointly, and the other 2, if you like, could be replacements, right? Well, you can't have a situation where any one of the 4 of them can do whatever they like. But she didn't realize it. She didn't sort of do it, with that intention. She actually thought that they would get together and make the decision. But one daughter was, clever enough to realize the loophole. And I mean, I could give you many other examples, because the lasting power of attorney documents, the very simplest of mistake, if your name is Evans with an S and you missed off the S on the documents, okay? When the time comes for it to be used, and it's usually at the worst time that these sort of things are discovered.
You can't get it.
You can't get it. And by that time, the person has lost mental capacity, and it can't be redone, okay? Because the passport or whatever ID you've got is showing it with an S, and here you are with this so-called document called the lasting power of attorney that's got no S, okay? So the documents are useless, okay? So this is what I'm trying to say to you. There's a lot of things that needs to be done to cross the T's and dot the I's. Okay? So people sometimes can be penny wise and pound foolish.
I've heard that saying before.
Okay? So some solicitors actually charge up to £1,400 to do a lasting power of attorney, right? And the reason why is because if an error is made, let's say by that solicitor, right, and it causes a loss of thousands of pounds probably, they can be sued for it, they can be sued for it. So at the end of the day, responsibility comes in what you're doing.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
So go on.
So when you talk about £440, VAT for anybody that's properly established, like my company, has to pay their VAT, has to pay their corporation tax, and all the rest of it. We have offices in the West End, so we're not trying to do something on the side. I've got professional indemnity of £2 million per client and public liability of £10 million, right? So by the time you've stripped out £88 from 440, it really doesn't leave a fortune with all the work that has to be done. So it may sound a lot, but with the responsibility that goes with it.
Mm.
And the way we do it, we're guiding the people as to who has to sign, where they've got to sign, sending out guidance notes, care letters. It's not just about completing a form.
Mm.
Yeah? Okay, there's a lot more to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, thanks so much for that. I mean, we can go on. It's not a problem. But what I'd like you to do at this stage is just read out your event again. I read it out before you came on. You've read it out again, but somebody might have just locked on just now and only got the end of what we're talking about. So if we just let them know again where you're going to be and when.
Yeah, the event is going to be on Saturday, the 4th of May, at St. Anne's Library, Sisbury Road, Tottenham, N15, 5PU, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., 6:30 sharp start. Buses 6-7, 259 or 279, Tube, Seven Sisters and Turnpike Lane. It's a free event, and for more information they can call Gong on 07932 088 714 or Kurt Allen on 079 613 47419. And whether the event or not, they can call head office at any time at all, 24/7. Our head office is open 24 hours a day, 0208 226 2120, or they can email info@affinitylegacy.co.uk or go to the website www.affinitylegacy.co.uk.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for that, Stanley. This is Stanley Taylor that I'm talking to. And
Taylor, yes.
Yeah. And obviously he's going to give you a lot of information on the 4th of May about legacy planning and making wills. So do come down, and I did say to everybody, when you go to events like this, do take pen and paper so you can make detailed notes about what you need to know. Yeah? Anything else? Anybody want to say hello to Stanley?
I wouldn't mind saying hello to Minty.
Yes.
Who's been very, very helpful, yeah? And has been guiding me and helping me with all sorts of things in the community. He's a community man and has also been in the community for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, more than 20 years.
And he's the one who also set up the interview for me and you, yes.
That's quite right.
Yes.
I would also like to say that when the people come down on the 4th of May, there will be a consultation form in folders which they'll receive with affinity pens and so on and so forth. And on this consultation form, they can fill in their details and indicate from the products which are listed on the form what they may or may not be interested in, so that when those forms are given to me or given to members of the company and they call them, they'll know exactly what they were or were not interested in from what they heard at the meeting.
Yes, that's useful. That's very helpful. That's helpful. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your expertise. And we wish you all the best.
Much love.
Yes, take care. Yes, as you know, that was Stanley Taylor from Affinity Legacy Planning, and talking to you about his event that he's got on the 4th of May at the St. Anne's Library, Sisbury Road. Yeah. Also, to give you some information, we've got you know what I haven't done this year? I haven't been telling you and reminding you about growing your own food, have I? No, I haven't. But that is just so important. Now's the time that you should be planting, or, seeds and things like that. I think we've got about now to May or even June. Last year we had a wonderful weather that was able to plant all the way down late until September, and cultivate, shall I say, down September. The Wolves Lane. Do you know anything about Wolves Lane? Wolves Lane Community Market. That's a spring Wolves Lane Community Market. This is going to be on Sunday, the 19th of May, from 12 to 5 p.m. Wolves Lane Horticultural Centre, London N22 5JD. It says, join us for a fun afternoon And there's going to be food, drinks, and farmhouse tours and raffles, family activities. Also stalls for plants, seeds, and veggies, crafts, vintage clothes, and many more. So if you want a stall and you want to be a stall holder or a volunteer, you here's the number that you can contact. I'm looking for the number. No, it's the email or website, www.wolveslane.org. It's got www.wolveslane, spelled WOLVES, wolveslane.org. I want to big up DJ Robbie. I also want to big up Sister Paulette and other people. Also, Basie, for your help and support around for my personal growing of food. If you are thinking of growing your own food, now is the time. We've got to look at the foods that we're eating. We've also got to get ready because we don't know what's going to be happening in the future. Teach your children, train your children how to grow food. It's not just about putting a seed in the ground and watching it grow. You've got to do so much to it. Ensure that the earth is right and soil's right. The place where you put the food is right. There's so much learning and training that you've got to do, and we need to get back to nature. Yeah, get back to nature. So that's the Spring Wolves Lane Community Market, Sunday the 19th of May 2019 from 12 to 5 p.m. Wolves Lane Horticultural Centre, London N22 5DJ. Yeah, and as I said before, from 12 to 5 p.m. Yes, more information, so much information to give you. And I'm going to go into this one here. We've got the Our Legacy Summer Fundraising Quiz Night. These are the quiz nights that I like to go to. I think I've been to about 3 already. And this one's going to happen on the 4th of May from 7 till 10:30. Registration is 6:30 p.m. You have to book a table in advance, and it's 6 people per team. Each person pays £10, and that includes a meal. If you've got children in your team, the minimum age is 10 years. From 7 to 10:30 p.m. and this is going to take place at Prospect Hall, 28 to 42 Prospect Road, Woodford. IG8 7NA. All right, and it's 5 minutes away from Woodford Station on the Central Line. This time they're fundraising for Jamaica Teach the Children. Okay, they are fundraising for Jamaica Teach the Children project. There's going to be many great raffles and prizes to be won, which are generously donated by local businesses. It says, come along and to this fun-filled night and test your knowledge of black music, sports, history, etc. Telephone number 07931 787 860. That's 07931 787 860. Also 07931 732 483 and 07930 923 086. Now we are going to Goldonics is going to have a team down there. Let's see if we do better than we did last time. I think we came 16 out of 20 last time. Or it could have been 17 out of 20 because I know it was really down the bottom. But we're going to do a lot better this time coming around because, yes, I've got faith in the team that we've got this time. Yes. Actually, it's the same team as last time, but I mean, we've been practicing. So that's good. So I know that there's going to be lots of other people. I will, like last time, come back and read the results of where everybody came. There's normally about 20 teams down there. So if you want to take part, do get involved. Yeah, get involved because these quiz nights are really nice. They're jovial. You learn so much about many different things, and you get to meet so much other peoples. Got a couple of got some feedback here. So it says here, This is from Ruben, who's locked on. He says, thanks to Stanley T and all those doing positive and uplifting works, including your... Oh, yes. Also me, especially for facilitating and contributing to much needed inspirational work in the community. Big up yourself. So thank you so much there, Ruben. And I'll say on behalf of Stanley, who may be still locked on, thank you for that, Ruben. Yes. Yes, I know. So thank you. We're going to go back to some community news now. Oh, you lot are so lovely, aren't you? You lot are so lovely. Yes. It says here, enroll now for the spring summer 9-week holistic herbal health course. Now, when did this start? This starts 7th of May. Yes. So we've still got time. We've still got time to enroll in this. It's the 9-week holistic herbal health course. Week 1, they're going to be looking at traditional African versus modern concepts of nature and health. Week 2, the science of nutrition and live foods, growing your own, which is what I talked about a minute ago, growing your own food. Week 3, the art and science of holistic healing and herbal medicine. Week 4, digestive health using lifestyle, nutrition and herbs to heal yourself. Week 5, detoxifying the mind and body using lifestyle, herb and nutrition. Week 6, using herbs and other natural strategies to relieve stress. Week 7, the importance of sleep, improve your lifestyle and herbs. No, improve with lifestyle and herbs. Week 8, herb walk. That's identifying herbs that are all around you. Week 9, making herbal preparations from everyday herbs and things you find in your kitchen. Yeah, things that you didn't know was there. Also, tea tasting, herb growing, microgreens, sprouting, and much more. Where's this going to take place, you're wondering to yourself? Tea Chances, 399 High Road, Tottenham, N17 6QN. Right, that's just across the road from Tottenham Police Station. And it starts on May the 7th. So it goes from May the 7th, 14th, 21st, 28th. Also June the 4th, 11th, 18th, 25th. And July the 2nd. Yeah, so that's 9 weeks. It's a 9-week course. It starts at 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. and it's got here, the cost is £220 if paid in advance, £180 concessions. And it says that if you're going for concession, you have to bring proof. You know, you can't just say you're old age, or you can't just say you're unemployed. You can't just say. It's all about the proof. And your payments can be made in installments. If you just want to go to single workshops, because I read out the list, you might think, that one's nice, and that one, I like to go to that one. You can do individual sessions. It's not a problem. They are at £25 for a single workshop. If you want more information, go on Eventbrite, www.eventbrite.co.uk, and type in 9-week holistic herbal health course. For more information, you can contact them via their email, which is instrumentalhealth@yahoo.com. That's instrumentalhealth@yahoo.com. Or you can contact 07949 713 639. That's 07949 713 639. I want to big up Marion. How you doing? You fine? AKA Sister Kandaki. How you doing? Yes, the man is back. The man is back in town. Well, will be back in town, shall I say. The PACM, that's the Pan-African Congress Movement. That's the Pan-African Congress Movement. They're going to be presenting a one night only with Dr. Ashra Kwesi at the Mama At Centre. That's African Divinity and Spirituality. That's what he'll be talking about. African Divinity and Spirituality and the Origins of Christianity. The tickets for this is £10 in advance, £15 at the door. Remember what I say about at the door? If you know you're going, save your money. Just pay £10. And you can use that extra £5 to maybe make a donation or to buy your snacks or anything like that, yeah? This is going to be held, as I said before, at the Ma'at Centre, 366A High Road, Tottenham, London, N17 9HT. This is on the 24th of May 2019. The doors open at 6 o'clock and the event starts at 7 and it ends at 10. The nearest tube is Seven Sisters. The nearest train is Bruce Grove or Tottenham Hale. And the buses as 49 341 476 243 and so on. Yeah. So it's got here. You can get your tickets from justtickets.com. That's justtickets.com. The box office is, sorry, my mind's going away from me because I'm visualizing the building and I'm thinking that where's the box office located? Anyway, the box office is 07415 482 167. That's 07415 482 167. Or you can contact 07956 052 821. That's 07956 052 821. There's refreshments and books and herbal products on sale at this event on the 24th of May. Remember May, I did say before, May's going to be next week. The next week Friday show is going to be May, and the month of May is Liberation, African Liberation. So we've got quite a few speakers lined up for May. It's funny because when you ask people when would you like to come in, and you give them the list of what you do each month, and quite a few people, I want to do Liberation. So yes, that should be very interesting. We've got a wide range of guests coming in for the month of May, so that would be interesting for you. Yeah. There's more, more information. We've got African Liberation Day. Okay, that's at the end of May. Again, the Pan-African Congress movement, they're going to be having the annual African Liberation Day. That's 2019, Sunday the 26th to Monday the 27th of May, from 12 to 11:30 on 12 to 11 on Sunday, and the Monday it will be 11 to 10 p.m. This is going to be held at the St. George's Community Hub, Great Hampton Row, and that's Birmingham, B19. The tickets for this is £10 for one day, £2 you wish, innit? You wish. £15 for 2 days. Oh dear. At the door for one day is £15. At the door for the 2 days it will be £10. It wouldn't, it'll be £20. You can book at line at justtickets.com. Telephone number 0121 554 2747. That's 0121 554 2747. The guest speakers will be, as you know, Dr. Ashra Kwesi, Professor Patricia Daly, Vasco Stevenson, Erica Mapule McInnes, and also Dr. Kimani Nahusi. Oh yeah, and it says total liberation of Africa now. And it's funny, while I was reading that, my mind was actually running away from me, because it reminded me of information that came past my nose this week, saying that a Chinese man is going to be inaugurated into a chief in a village in Nigeria. Yeah, did you all see that information? A Chinese man is going to be inaugurated as a chief in one of the villages in Nigeria. Wow. What is this place coming to? What is this place coming to? You know, and then other things that got me as well. This week, I think it was this week, early on this week, I don't think it was last week, I can't remember too well. A lot of people are sending me WhatsApps of the Pope kissing the African leaders' feet. And although many people are looking at it and saying, yes, you have to bow down to an African man, you have to bow down to an African woman, what's in the back of my mind is, what have they done for him to be bowing down? What have they allowed him to get away with? What have they allowed him to take? What have they allowed him to have? What deals have been made for that gesture to happen? I don't know if anybody's looked at it from that point of view. And I want to be very honest with you, I didn't go through the story, but that's what came to my mind. A lot of people sent it on now. I got quite a few WhatsApps about it. It kept on coming, pinging on my phone. And not much information was coming with it. Actually, no information was coming with it. Just a video. Yeah. And I'm just wondering, what have we sold out on? What has been taken away? Or has he acknowledged something? What is the story about? If anybody knows what that story is about, you've got 10 minutes before the end of this show. You can phone in on 07944 431 366. That's 07944 431 366. If you can just phone and share what that story was about, where the Pope was bowing down to the African leaders and kissing their, meant to be feet, but they had their shoes on. Yeah. Just to remind you again, we've got the Lemuel Findlay Supplementary School, their 45th anniversary charity fundraising dinner, show and dance at the Dream Centre, Tottenham Town Hall, London N15 4RY. That's Saturday the 25th of May. That's Saturday the 25th of May from 6 to 11:45, and it's hosted by Kiki Marie, and the tickets for that is £30 in advance. Obviously there's mostly more at the door. Food provided by Blooming Scent. Doors open 6, dinner starts 7 to 8:30. For tickets, you can telephone Yvette on 07941 342 584. That's 07941 342 584. All right. The nearest train is Seven Sisters, South Tottenham, or they say here buses is what about Turnpike Lane though? Oh no, it's Tottenham Dream Centre. Sorry. Buses 149, 279, 349, 259 and 318. All right, and other buses as well. So that's the Lemuel Findlay Supplementary School celebrating their 45th anniversary for their supplementary school. Yeah, and this event's going to be on the 25th of May 2019 from 6 p.m. onwards. Yeah, got some more, got some more. We've got here down to June. You know what, let me leave that because we're just starting May soon, so let me just leave that before we get tongue tied. Just also let you know, for those monthly events that we have and those weekly events, we have the Black Art Production Theatre. That's BAP. I want to say hi to all the members of BAP. staff and volunteers. Also, hi to the young people that attend BAP. It says, join us. They've got a drama theatre from 8 to 16 years every Saturday during term time only from 12 to 2 p.m. They're going to be doing some productions so that they can have a showcase. And it says, learn how to produce your own show for the end of term performance, which is going to be held at St Anne's Library Hall, Sisbury Road, Tottenham, London, N15 5PU. For more information, you can contact info@baptheatre.com or www.baptheatre.com, or you can contact them on 07958 946 273. That's 07958 946 273. We're 6 minutes away from the end of this week's Community Information Show. Now, for those of you who have just locked on for the first time and if you didn't hear the full show, the Community Information Show is just a show where we let you know what's going on in the community. We read out posters and leaflets and try to get you involved in things as well. We also have people coming in or ringing in, sharing their knowledge on what they're doing in terms of their events and things, trying to galvanize the community. The essence of the Community Information Show is nation building, what we can do together, how we can support each other as individuals, and then families, and then community, and then towards nation building. We are here every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. Right after Raggedy, and that's basically what the show's about. We've got 5 minutes left of today's show, and there's something else I wanted to. Oops! If I just go over here and get it for you, I've got to lean all the way over to the other side. Oops! It's momentarily gone. Don't worry about that. I was going to tell you more about Sister Space, but Sister Space is a group of... Thank you, yes. It is a group for domestic, for a refuge for women suffering from domestic violence. And the leaflet has dropped and I can't get hold of it right now, but don't worry. I will give you more information about that over the coming weeks because it's an ongoing thing. I can reach it now. There it is. Yes, Sister Space. It says, raising awareness about domestic abuse in the African and Caribbean heritage community. After the vicious murder of Valerie Ford and her toddler daughter by an ex-partner in 2014, Sister Space responded to the needs to establish a specialist organisation for African heritage women and girls affected by domestic violence and other abuse. How can you help? It says, we are consistently in need of donations of new undergarments, toiletries, and it says makeup as well as cash. Yeah. If you want to know more about Sister Space, you can contact them at Sister Space, and sister is spelled SISTAH. Yeah. SISTAH. Sister Space 1 @gmail.com. That's Sister Space 1 @gmail.com. This is an independent domestic violence space for our sisters in the community. Yeah. So if you have anything that you can donate, please do. Once again, they're looking for all type of things. Just think about if you had to leave your home now and you had to run for whatever reason, what are the things you will need? Yeah? And those are the items that they would like donated. Does that make sense? So if you had to leave, if I said to you, you have to leave your house right now, and you're not going to be returning, there's lots of things in your head you like. You'd want knickers, you'd want bra, you'd want your makeup, you'd want toiletries, you'd want so many different things. Yeah, those are the items that Sister Space is looking for. That's the best way that I can help you to visualize what somebody might need when running from domestic violence. Sometimes, you know, you've got to run and get out. You haven't got time to grab anything. I've been in the background of social work. I have known women to run and even leave the children behind. So these are some of the things that you need to think about when trying to offer and donate. Now, when you're donating, please, I beg you do, don't be giving no old things and tear up things. And it's not a clear out. You're not doing a clear out. You know, think about the dignity of these women. Think about their self-esteem. They're already crushed in many ways, and you're going to donate your old torn up, tear up thing. No, we're not going down that road. You think of not, you know, you got some things in your wardrobe that you might, you know, they're very good in good condition, but you got too much, so you want to get rid of some. Those are the things that you can be donating. So I'm going to contact this organization and get the people them to come in and talk about it more. But I came across this leaflet and I thought, let me pick it up and share it with you all. And I'm sorry that it's at the end of the show, but you know, at least I've planted a seed for next time when we want to talk about this. So, you know, over the coming days, weeks, you can think about it. I'm trying to find their address in terms of, but you know what? There wouldn't be an address because it's a safe house. And you know, you don't give out safe houses like that. So what you do, contact them. Their email is Sister Space, it's spelled SISTAH, Sister Space, as in SPACE, 1, as in the number 1, at gmail.com. Yeah? So you can contact them. You never know, you might want to do some volunteering down there. You might even want to put on maybe workshops, because remember, some of these women, they're running and, you know, they're so depressed, some of them could be. So maybe you can go and do workshops to keep them going in, keep their mind ticking over, to just pick them up of the space of where they're at right now. So that's what I want to share. That's all I can have time to share with you this week. I want to say thank you all for your listening ears. Thank you for your texts and things like that as well. Thank you for the information you sending in, because obviously if you don't send in the information, of course I can source information for myself, but you know, when other people source, obviously if you're giving information, that's what people want to hear. So thank you all for that, because that helps for the growth and the development of the Community Information Show. We'll be here next week. We, meaning me, myself and I, will be here next week with the Community Information Show every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. We're going to go quickly into the ad break now, and then on the other side we will be joined with the next presenter. Yep. Okay. You know what? There's me again. Here we go.